competent people are able to go to A on defense.
Can I go subtext?
Search and destroy.
Yeah, proceed. Recent.
The Insignia is minutes away from Alex. Colleagues are already in hot pursuit.
Lane 2, speed 60. Vehicle braking heavily, multiple vehicles out. Not one.
As it approaches the roundabout, Alex joins the chase.
The second.
Yeah, 4-3 behind you. Pursuit, stolen vehicle.
Yeah, speed now 100. Speed 100.
With 3 cop cars now in pursuit and the getaway driver's speed in excess of 100 miles an hour, the stakes are high.
Whoever was driving the Insignia knew how to drive. They weren't joyriders, they'd been doing that for a while. There is a fine balance with pursuits. The longer the pursuit goes on, the more dangerous it gets.
We've got Mark at front, pursuit manager, and we've got Potsy in front of us, and obviously we're third vehicle.
There was distance was being put between the subject car and the pursuit car, so we decided to take over one of our 3 series.
Jace is now I'm behind you, Jace.
Traffic cop Jason Potts becomes the lead chase car as the getaway driver takes even greater risks.
By the time I'd overtaken, the gap between myself and the Insignia had grown significantly.
And to make matters worse, now chases came into a small village, forcing the cops to pull back and lose sight of the car.
Speed. Yeah, it's gone straight on, Jay, straight on.
Halt in the box, secure the area. Notified, South Yorkshire. That's a negative, that's a Volkswagen Golf. The total loss.
The suspect vehicle has gone to ground. Alex now has another problem on his hands.
Where did that go?
Don't know.
My car stinks.
You're on fire! Jesus. NA, we might need fire brigade. Our brakes have caught fire. Yeah, Foxtrot Juliet is caught fire.
Actual flames, like
The brakes on Foxtrot Juliet 67. You're on fire!
Jesus. Not quite sure.
NA, we might need fire brigade. Our brakes have caught fire. Yeah, the brakes on Foxtrot Juliet 67 caught fire.
actual flames, like birthday candles. I think there's three flames coming out.
Blown them out.
Has it gone out?
Yeah.
Yeah, just stand by. We might have blown them out. It's just heavy braking on it. Have they gone out?
Yeah.
Yeah, cancel that 4-3.
My brakes were on fire, literally on fire. I've got it out and there's flames on both sides of them. It'll take the next 10 minutes and then we'll see how they are.
Absolutely gutted. It's like it was driving that dangerously on Sunday morning around things like that. You've got to weigh up the risk. It's like sliding with a pedestrian or, you know, a couple of cars. the dog walk because it would be absolutely horrific to see travelling. But it's really frustrating.
As night falls, car crime rises. And it's often when organised gangs send out young men to steal or move high-powered prestige cars. In Derby, it's 9:30 p.m. Specialist road crime cops Ant Horsley and Mark Williams are on the lookout for a white Audi, believed to have been stolen earlier in the year, and now running around the city on a set of fake registration plates.
Which one is it, Nick?
Clean vehicles are massive, and more people seem to be putting false number plates on the vehicles, whether it be for stealing petrol, whether it be for committing other sort of crimes, or in fact be for driving around a stolen vehicle. Once you get used to looking at these, a clone car would stick out to you instantly.
Approaching the roundabout ahead, more marked cop cars join the pursuit of the target.
Yeah, there it is.
2 male occupants, can't have you.
Vic 5 with you as well, unmarked vehicle. Gonna go.
The plan is to try to stop the Audi by boxing it in.
The person driving could clearly see that there was cars behind him, so they wouldn't want to get onto a road where we could use any to get to a tight street or into a dead end or fields, so they could run off at the first opportunity.
Yeah. Ready? I'm going to do it now. Starting on. We'll do it.
Audi might try to lose them in the back streets. The cops surround the car.
UAV entering the AO. Right. This is a dead end.
No, it's going to go. It's going to go. That's a dead end. Going to run now, Andy.
No innocent vehicle from police.
Got lights there, mate. Got lights.
With the target Audi boxed into a dead end by colleagues in front. Two young men have escaped on foot. Ant and Mark try to cut the runners off.
There was somebody stood on the middle of the green around him, and we thought, really, with no reason to be there.
Any more description, Mark? Grab the sled here.
Yeah, grab it.
Grab the sled here.
See you there, mate. Get on the floor. Get on the floor now.
Vic 5 got one to
Stay there. Right, stand up, mate.
Yeah. Right, listen to what I've got to say, mate. You're under arrest for theft of motor vehicle, OK? You do not have to say anything. May on defence, you don't mention one question. Something's later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. The necessity for that arrest, listen to me, mate. Listen to me then. The necessity for that arrest is a prompt and effective investigation into the offence. Do you understand?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Less than a minute.
As cops search the man.
What's happening?
We just told you.
Minutes away, another suspect has been arrested close to the abandoned Audi.
What's up? Don't understand what's up.
Where the second one was from? What nationality?
Despite the young man's claims that he's innocent, he's going to be taken into police custody for further questioning.
Where'd you make that? Hold on, mate. You don't speak English, but you're talking to me. How long have you been in the country for?
4 months.
4 months. Yeah?
You don't have interpret for Slovakia.
Interpreter for Slovakia. Yeah, we can do. You know what arrested means, don't you? Yeah. That's all you need to know for the time being. Once we get an interpreter, they'll be able to explain it properly for you, okay?
Just making sure that the male that was arrested, from description-wise, from the officers that were behind the car initially, but this is the same male that's run from that vehicle. Okay.
The officers that saw the person ran off, but also he'd run over the bonnet of the vehicle and left a sort of trainer mark.
What make are they, mate? Nike.
Yeah, this lad's wearing Nike trainers. We're going to take him down to custody.
That's further raises suspicions that he's involved in it because he's wearing trainers that match the trainers that have ran over the bonnet of the vehicle.
Hello, you all right, mate? We'll take you down to the police station now, OK?
The fight against car crime is ever-changing as criminals use technology to evade the law.
Car crime is a problem. Gone are the days of hot wiring a car. If your keys emit a signal, basically, criminals now can copy that signal from your key that's in your house just by standing on your driveway. It used to be that they'd break into your house and do what's called a 2-in-1 burglary. They'd break in just to steal your car keys, really, and then nick your car off the drive. Now they've got more cleverer than that. Not many people steal cars to joyride them around. They steal them to make money on them or use them in other crime. Either way, it's a problem, and people are, you know, taking cars off people's driveways.
It's just after midnight. Traffic cop Carl Jackson is on night patrol around Derby. 11 miles away at Police HQ.
Emergency.
Hello, my car's just been stolen off my drive. Hotel Echo Popper. It's an Audi A6 Black Edition. An hour ago.
Officer Alan North, it's possible that it's from the info.
This is where.
I was in.
15 miles away, Carl's colleague thinks he's spotted the driver and is pursuing the Audi.
Everything about this seems to suggest it could be the stolen vehicle, just on false plates.
With 3 cop cars now behind the stolen Audi, the plan is to surround the car and bring it to a stop.
Just go back up to a full circuit. Stop, all right? No trouble for me. OK, got stop, no doubt, thank you.
Put your flag out, mate.
Towards you, because I can't... What's your name, mate?
40 minutes after the theft, the stolen Audi has been recovered.
This has quite literally just been stolen by what we call keyless method. So not from house burglary. It's an increasing crime and very hard to detect. So this is a very, very good result.
OK, just relax your arms, mate.
In simplest of terms, your key in your house emits a signal to start this car, and they've got devices that copy that signal from your key in your house onto their key, which they then just start it and drive it off your driveway. The only way to prevent that is to either take the batteries out of your car keys every night or put your car keys in like a metal box or something away from like the windows of your house.
Just give me some light, Carl, please.
Carl believes the suspect has been working as part of a team and his accomplices will have been travelling in convoy after the theft.
We can't find anything in the car or on him that's programmed that key, so there'll be another vehicle that'll have the rest of the gang in it, which will have the equipment that's been used to program that key to drive this.
Have you got anything on your shouldn't have?
No, mate, sure.
As the suspect is detained in the police car, the cops have found further evidence.
So they're the original plates within the boot. So, again, these plates match an Audi A6 TDI, so they're not daft.
He's also a disqualified driver, so he shouldn't be on the road. I think the job came in at like either 20 past or 22 minutes past midnight, so 40 minutes later, we've stopped it, no damage. He'll get his car back. Textbook. Well done, Mr. Walker, I feel. I'd come back on Twitter for that one, Matt. Yeah, I would. I'd make a guest appearance for that.
That sort of job leaves a nice feeling. I think it was a £22,500 Audi
So have you guys...
that someone's worked hard for. He must be chuffed to think, well, I rang them 40 minutes ago to say it's been stolen and they've got it back.
23 miles away in Ripley, road crime cops Anthony Horsley and Mark Williams arrive at the police station with the suspected car thief who denies running away from a stolen Audi.
Okay, come on.
The young man is claiming he doesn't understand English.
Right, I'm going to authorise your detention here to secure and preserve evidence and to obtain evidence by questioning, which means that you're going to be interviewed about what's happened tonight. Okay? Do you understand?
A little.
A little bit. What language do you speak? Slovakian. Do you want me to get an interpreter on the phone for you?
When we get to custody, we'll use language line to book him in. He needs to understand his rights, so it's a process that needs to be done. It'll mean that it's slightly slower booking in procedure, but it's no problem.
Have you got any illnesses or injuries?
Yeah.
Have you got asthma, diabetes, heart condition or epilepsy?
With his custody process explained, it's off to the cells for the suspect.
Here you go.
There's a toilet there. Toilet. You're staying here so that we can ask you some questions later about the car you're driving. We'll get you an interpreter later.
No, I'm cool now because I'm cool. There's no something here.
Have you got a hook up for your family?
No, because...
Well, do you want us to go around to the house and tell them you're here? Stealing the car.
Which one?
The one that we believe you was in earlier today.
No, you call interpreter. Please, I don't know what it is. I'm calling.
You have to wait there for a minute. Watch your hands.
Last year, in England and Wales alone, there were close to 500,000 recorded vehicle-related thefts. The majority are stolen at night, but are often moved during the day using registration plates cloned from similar vehicles to try and put the cops off the scent. A car wanted in the Midlands has just crossed Derbyshire's county line, triggering automatic number plate recognition cameras.
Latest hit M1 southbound lane 3.
Might be someone on the M1 now.
Near Derby, traffic cop Carl Jackson is back on duty and on the hunt for a white VW Tiguan recently reported stolen.
So we're currently travelling towards the M1. There is a confirmed cloned vehicle. It's a VW Tiguan. The fact that it's a cloned vehicle would indicate that it's been used in crime for some reason or another.
The cops suspect the car and its two occupants have been involved in a couple of burglaries, and they have full descriptions of both the vehicle and the men.
Still no sightings of it. It's ahead of us somewhere, but again, it could come off the M1.
20 miles away, off the motorway, the suspected stolen car's been spotted by
Just past me.
With cars making ground towards the tunnel, the Tiguan tries to shake the cops off. And just as it looks like the stolen car is cornered, yet again it's similar.
Yeah, and what time is it? Whatever.
Very much sort of needle in a haystack, and you do just find yourself in a confusion and think, well, where would you go and hide if you knew you were a bit high with cars?
Back towards us on this road. Could have done several things. It shows that it's been looked for, so they can risk staying in it and trying to get out of the area or get back to wherever they were going. Or they can turn off anywhere, the side road somewhere, and then be on foot. Yeah, because there's a car up there. Mate, that was good work. Yeah.
So I reckon it's going to be either in one of these low.
Yeah.
It's not. Nobody's
I'll start driving around these estates. Yeah. It's in one of these estates. There's already kids about. You've got to bear in mind when you get to possibly it making off. It's not going to do that. It could be parked up in one of these houses estate somewhere. You know, abandoned it and walked off.
I was found in there just off the...
Yeah, well, there's not a more footpath. So from my perspective, it's somewhere they can quickly get cover and try and blend in. The vehicle in question is here, which is the clone vehicle. And they just sent a dog going, which you can hear. That dog unit is on its way into the woods following a track.
While the dog unit on the two sides. It's not just organised criminals making off with high-value vehicles. Sometimes it's about criminals seeing an opportunity and chancing their luck.
Tango 33, what was that? Stolen vehicle?
Yes.
5 miles away, orders come in reporting yet another suspected stolen car. Traffic cop Luke Christian is in pursuit.
Vehicle's been repaired in a garage and someone's just looked in while the keys with it and driven away. Got several units now making their way towards the area to try and take the vehicle off. They had an iPad in the vehicle. The owner was a man where the Range Rover was heading. Technology is so good now, it really just helps. Makes our job so much easier if they've got traffic on.
Up ahead, Luke spotted a car just like the one he's after.
Tango, just behind the black Range Rover now, it's a different plate, but can you run it through for me?
With the suspect car, he'll need backup.
Yeah, this is female driver.
No luck this time, but finally there's some good news. The owner left a device in the car and has activated a tracking app to help find it.
I've got observations regarding a black Range Rover Mercedes.
The other powerful car was the performance, been chasing after it.
With the owner also on the hunt for the Range Rover, it's now a race against time to see who finds it first. "20 miles away, just over the Derbyshire County line. On the hunt for the two men who fled from the suspected stolen Tiguan.
So that if that dog should track back with him, so obviously I think it does back.
They knew we weren't Leicestershire cops for whatever reason, we were Derbyshire cops. It was quite a clever tactic, we wouldn't know that pub was there.
According to this information is the offenders in this pub. Surround it in case you try and run off. Right, just watch the dog. Oh.
A man matching the description of the clone.
Name defence and also in question something which later on in court, and if they do so, given evidence.
When we went into the pub, he was lumped up against the bar, sucking the pint.
All day.
That's his car.
Whilst the arrest has been going on inside the pub, colleagues further up the road have caught another suspect.
I believe we've got 2 offenders now who we suspect been in those vehicles. The chap in the white t-shirt in the distance is a firearm team from Leicestershire. They've seen him. They've stopped him. Thinking he looks a bit out of place and a bit flustered. And he's given some sort of poor excuse as to why he's walking around here when he's not in any vehicle or anything like that. So, turns out he's the person so that's the 2 arrested.
And the cops have found more evidence in the pub that suggests
and a common tactic to try and change the appearance by removing clothing. We're aware that people slip clothing. If he sees there's evidence and it'll be clothing linked
Enemy in the dumpster.
As traffic cop Luke Christian continues the search for a suspected stolen Range Rover, the cops receive the tip-off.
According to that video, slightly down. Hiding behind the bush further up the road, so we'll go and have a look.
A member of the public they'd actually seen as a police car was going past a male ducked behind the side. This is back.
I might have to.
Got an enemy chucking on.
This bag was about 10 minutes, so when you get the informant, you just need to know if that was in there. It has got like a track notification on it.
The suspect is long gone. He's left behind some vital evidence. Inside the rucksack are a number of bags containing what the police suspect to be Class A drugs.
Yeah. When we found the bag, initially we were quite pleased we found the iPad that was being tracked, but when we found the drugs in there, we started to think there's more to this than what we're actually being told.
Back at control, there's news about the owner of the suspected stolen.
Plot thicket.
Cops are now to talk to the
There's a bag belonging to the party, the vehicle, and there's been suspected controlled substances drugs found in that bag. It's now to possibly belong to the IP. If that is the case, then the IP, who owns the vehicle, will also invested suspicion of possession of controlled drugs.
A man matching the suspected car thief's description has been arrested, but he's claiming he has good reason for taking the risk.
We're winning this. Keep it safe by cleaning cars. Get away.
So it sounds like the IP and the offender are both known to each other, and there's more to it than what it first seemed like.
The suspect has dumped the body in a nearby field. He says he took it to escape from the owner.
Do you want to show us where the keys are then?
Enemy holds all objectives. Reach Alpha secure.
You've got them in there.
Enemy at the car.
You put them in there. Yeah. Go, Carl.
what a surprise prize.
Right. So obviously the vehicle's been recovered now. There's one locked up at the minute, there's going to be 2 locked up very shortly. We're going to be on the way to Derby. It turns out actually there's possibly a kidnapping involved as well. So it's ended up being a bit of a bigger job than what we originally thought it was going to be.
Under questioning, the suspect dropped his claim he was kidnapped. In Derbyshire, the traffic cops are engaged in a fierce battle against car criminals. In the last year alone, across England and Wales, vehicle thefts rose by 7%. On the outskirts of Chesterfield, a suspected stolen car has just triggered an automatic number plate recognition camera.
Ford Fiesta in red stolen from Yulgrave. Stand by. Make your way to the area.
Traffic cop Craig Dawes and road crime specialists Ant Horsley and Nick Lovett are minutes away from the last sighting of the Ford Fiesta.
Yes, mate, we were travelling 617 the opposite direction, so we've come off and we're just travelling back towards it, mate.
There's a vehicle that's activated one of the cameras. It's a stolen vehicle from this morning that's been stolen from the Yulgrave area heading towards Chesterfield, so we're going to make his way to the area. It's a red Fiesta 15 plate.
Ant and Nick are the first to spot the suspect car.
Yeah, contact. The vehicle is towards Mansfield. It has been swapped this morning and the people are drive control drugs.
The cops think the driver is the man arrested 5 days earlier under suspicion of stealing the Black Ranger. Once again, his suspect was taking his chances in someone else's car.
Yes, mate, you're about a minute and a half.
And I'm just a couple of minutes behind you. We're making ground.
As the marked cop cars run to catch up, Ant
White male wearing a dark baseball cap.
White male.
When we got behind it, we got units coming to assist us.
Into a car park, stand by.
Sees their chance to stop in his tracks.
Make them go.
Losing 8.
May underarrest a suspicious theft of motor vehicle, which may harm the defence if you don't make your own questions until it's a later line in court. AT do say maybe.
Where he's pulled in, I think he realised that the unmarked car was behind him, and I think that's why he pulled in. I don't know, but they've obviously got him quite quick before he's been able to do anything.
Have you got anything in your pocket? Have you got any drugs on you, mate?
He's known for a similar incident weeks ago, so he's a regular.
The man is suspect arrested for the theft of the Black Ranger.
We've been stopped in a stolen car, mate, so we can't take any property out of it. It's not, that car has been reported stolen, not allegedly.
With the man under arrest, the officers turn their attention to the contents of the car.
Yeah, like bank cards.
I mean, we found a chainsaw. It's a little bit out of place. He's not off guard. We'll have to make further inquiries into that. But it just looks like this car. It's a bit of a boring. We've not been on a box opening course, have we? Oh, well. Shouldn't have expecting that. This is not my and conduct further investigation. Yeah.
Leaving the others to deal with the very personal items in the box. Craig inspects the suspect's handiwork on the number plate.
This looks like an opportunity to have a good go at disguising. I don't know exactly what he's meant to be, but I'm assuming it's possibly going to be an A. What people are doing now to try and throw cameras around the area, and the cars have got NPR cameras. Just one of the tactics that the criminals are using, trying to disguise stolen vehicles. And normally they do it with actual number plates, but electrical tape, because he's down. There's no pursuit, no damage caused to anybody else. The result, really.
Whether it's opportunists taking their chances, or high-tech car criminals crossing boundary lines and stealing cars to car crime is a constant battle for the traffic cop.
Car crime dipped, way back up again. I think that's very easy to steal a car now. They're not drawing attention to themselves. The old car just smashing the window, causing a right racket. Playing their own street and driving the car within a minute.
It never stops, 24 seconds. We can always identify they're trying to get one over on us, we're trying to get it's high risk for them. At some point they will get stopped.
We're holding Charlie.
In tonight's episode, the driver of the suspected stolen insignia, who pushed Alex's brakes to the limit, was never caught. He was used in a ram raid 7 years later in South Yorkshire. The men who ran the suspected stolen Audi in Derby are still under investigation. At court, the high-tech ghetto driver was guilty to theft, driving whilst disqualified for insurance, and he was sentenced to 50 years imprisonment and disqualified for 78 weeks. The police were unable to trace his accomplices, and the stolen Audi A6 was returned undamaged to a grateful owner. No action was taken against the man arrested in the pub by Carl and Matt in connection with the stolen VW Tiguan. The other suspect arrested with him is still under investigation. And the man arrested for 5 days has been charged with taking the Ford Fiesta without the owner's consent.
Under arrest on suspicion of theft of motor vehicle.
The police are awaiting the results of forensic tests on the substances found in the bag. He is currently still under investigation for drug offences. No action was taken against him for the theft of the Range Rover.
You're needed. Objectives lost. Enemy at the front. He is ready for flyover. Rest your wounds. We'll return soon.
Team Red and Team Green score points there.
I can't see down.
Yeah, you can. You scored that point. It's not going anywhere.
Gas. Look at me. Look at my sag.
Oh man.
Oh mate, you look like a grandma now. Damn.
Okay. All right. We're moving on to round 3, right here of the. Can you hear the meme? There it is. It is here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna message you to write what I think you're gonna write.
Let's go confer.
Confer? Alright.
Oh, bro, I'm screwed.
Bro.
I know it as well.
Bro.
I know it.
Is this hide your kids, hide your wife?
No, it's not. That's
No, it's
Antoine
not.
Dodson. That's a guy.
Fuck, it is. What is this one?
Hers is.
Fuck.